Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with peach Gelee, or Gelee, depends on what part of France you're from. What this is a very intense jellied fruit candy, really fun to make. I don't make a lot of candy, but this is one I do enjoy making. So here's how you do it. So I need 1 pound of fresh peach. All right, get something really ripe and sweet. To that, I'm going to add some fresh lime juice. You can use lemon if you want, but I like the lime. So a tablespoon of that. And then we're going to puree that in the blender until very, very, very smooth. Okay? So once that is all pureed, I'm going to add that to a heavy bottom saucepan. Use something good quality. You don't want this scorching on the bottom. All right, I'm going to add a portion of the sugar. I'm going to bring that to a boil on medium-high heat. And we're just going to basically cook this, stirring with a spatula, about 15 minutes until it begins to thicken. Basically, we're evaporating water out of there and concentrating the peach down to like a really thick paste. Now, as this is cooking, you got to be really careful. Peach Gelee is a cruel mistress, and it will bubble up and splatter on you and burn you severely. So be very careful. Adjust your flame. You want it boiling, you want it simmering, you want it reducing, but you don't want it going too high where it's actually like splattering out of the pot. All right, so 15 minutes later, mine looked like that. You can see it's like significantly thicker. I'm going to add the rest of the sugar. This is not a fruit salad, it's a candy. So of course we're going to use lots of sugar, and I'm going to stir that in, which will dissolve pretty quickly. And then the last ingredient, liquid pectin. Liquid pectin, that's what's going to really give this that beautiful jelly texture. So once the rest of the sugar's in and the pectin, I'm going to bring that back to a simmer. I want you to get this up to about 205 degrees. And once it gets up there, I want you to cook it for another 10 minutes. And again, I'm stirring with a spatula just like the first time. And 10 minutes later, you're going to have something that looks like this. Now at that point, turn off the heat, you're done. Although I did one extra step here, totally optional. I wanted the color to be a little deeper, a little darker, a little more intense. So I put a couple drops of red food coloring, all natural, which I thought gave it kind of a cool color. You can leave yours natural, doesn't matter. All right, I was just going for something, I don't know, a little peachier. I'm going to pour that into a plastic wrap lined 8x8 baking dish. I'm going to even it out, and we're going to give it the rare combination shaka shaka tappa tappa. That's right, the old tappa tappa along with a shaka shaka. You're welcome. So let it cool to room temperature, wrap it up, refrigerate overnight or until completely firm. All right, takes a while. Once it's refrigerated until firm, I'm going to unwrap. I'm going to dust with sugar. Very important. I'll tell you why in a minute. I'm going to dust the surface, which I'm using a Silpat, silicone baking mat. I'm going to dust that with sugar. I'm going to invert it. So now I got sugar on sugar, which is going to help it not stick. This stuff is sticky. So the sugar will help it glide on the surface. I'm going to carefully peel off the plastic. I'm going to sugar that side. And I'm just using regular white granulated sugar. Once that's sprinkled, I'm going to trim the edges just to make it all, perfect and beautiful. And you can cut these as big or small as you want. I think I did 20, 24 maybe. And that sugar really helps the knife go through. It makes for really cool, clean cuts. And also, it gives it that kind of signature look, the jellied kind of side, and then the sugar top and bottom. And what's even better, after you cut these, all right, and you flip them over, the other side looks really beautiful because it's been sort of pressed in. So once you cut them, flip them over, and they all will look perfect and uniform. Very cool. And that's it. Look at that. Peach Gelee, very intense, super concentrated peach flavor. That beautiful, jellied, sticky, firm inside. And then that little bit of crispiness from the granulated sugar on the outside. What a great candy. All right, like I said, I don't make a lot of candy, but this is a really nice, fresh fruit-based candy. Perfect time of year to do it, end of summer. So I hope you give that a try. All the specific measurements are on foodwishes.com. You need those. All right, so go check that out. And as always, enjoy.